Allison. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday, where I go live every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is that time, and I'm really excited. We got some good questions that came in. Let me go ahead and start with the introduction. I've got a few announcements to make. So welcome, everybody. My name is Allison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. And the name of my channel is now ancientoakpsychicarts.com. You still see the same face. I was formerly TarotbyAlison. This just encompasses more of what I do. So you'll see my website has changed. It's now ancientoakpsychicarts.com. And you're going to start to see all the social media change over. It's a slow process. My web designer actually got sick. That's part of the issue. So now she's feeling better and we're starting up. I have a new banner and other things are coming into fruition. She's awesome. I'm so lucky to have her. And so look for that. And let's see what else. I have to read the list because I have a lot of things I want to tell you really quick before we get rolling. So because I have a new name and a new website, in celebration of that, I'm offering drawings each month on the first of every month. The first one we just had was December 1st, and you can win a free 30-minute reading if you sign up for the newsletter. If you go to my website, the link is in the description below, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and you sign up at the bottom of any of the pages for the newsletter, it will enter you into the drawing. The first winner is Natalie Pierce, and I have already reached out to her, and we're in the process of scheduling her reading, and I'm really excited, and so is she. She said this is the first time she's ever won anything, so it's awesome. Divinely chosen. Okay, I love it. So there's 2 more drawings left. There's January 1st coming up and February 1st. So everybody that's already signed up, you're in the pool. So if you signed up originally, you have 3 chances to win. Now December 1st is over. You have 2 chances to win. So if you haven't signed up yet, please do. And again, the link is in the description below. If you win, you have 30 days to use it or you lose it. Okay, it's that simple. If you're not going to participate in it for whatever reason, then you just don't get it. Hi, Steve. Hi, Scott. And I don't know if Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. I haven't looked over in the chat yet. If you're here, I'm sorry I missed you, but I will catch you in just a second. Okay, so like I said, the winner was Natalie Pierce, and congratulations to Natalie. I don't know if she's watching tonight. So I just want to make a couple of announcements. So you know about Tarot Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, I go live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. People submit their questions in advance because they're in different time zones, they're working, whatever the reason is, so they come in through PayPal. And for live questions, they are submitted through PayPal or as a super chat. It's a $10 minimum, just to let you know if you've never been here before. I also have Zodiac videos that I have on my YouTube channel and on Rumble. I read for all signs, and it's, you want to check it out if it's your sun, moon, or rising sign. And at the end of every reading, I have a love reading for people that are single and looking for love. So if that's something you're interested in, please check that out. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or a missing persons consultation, you can also do that on the new website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Again, links are in the description below. I also want to announce we have the dates now for the online tarot masterclass, which is also live. I just don't give you recordings to watch, and that's how you learn. It's interactive. I'm actually teaching the course. Okay, so we have a back and forth. We have a rapport with myself and the other students in it. I actually, the fall one, I got to teach like a graduate level class. It was fantastic. And we had beginners in there, but it's because everybody did their homework. They did what they were supposed to do, so I could teach it at a higher level. We weren't dragging somebody along that wasn't doing the work. It was very, very lovely. I wouldn't do that anyways. I wouldn't lower the class to other people if you don't do the work. But it was phenomenal. So I have the spring dates. It's going to be every Sunday, or 4 consecutive Sundays, excuse me, in March. So that's March 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd. I'm going to make it earlier this time. We were meeting from 7 to 9. This time it's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm currently living in Florida. And then I have an additional office hours. So that's going to be from 8 to 9. So it's a total of 3 hours, but that last hour is optional. And that's for you to ask additional questions. If you want to practice your spread with me, we have a back and forth and we continue the learning process, but that is not mandatory. But I offer that because I really want you to learn and I want you to have a back and forth with me if you have any questions. I really want you to learn. And space is limited, so if you are interested, please go ahead and sign up. It's already posted now on the website at ancientoakpsychicarts.com. And if you could, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if tonight's show resonates with you. Let everybody know, whether it's in the chat or, again, on YouTube in the comment section. And if you're new here, at the end of tonight's show, I will do a general reading for the collective. And it's for people that are here live and people that watch it in the replay, even if it's tonight, 5 days from now, 5 years from now, that is when it is relevant for you when you find this video. And at the end of tonight's show, there's going to be a drawing if you've never been here before. I believe in giving back. And so everybody that submits a question, it's through donation. Your name goes in this jar. I shake it up and I pull one lucky winner every single Tarot Tuesday and you win a free 30-minute reading with me. So it's like a nice raffle. But I really believe, like I said, in giving back. And I think that that's something that's very special for people. Here you're asking one question. Maybe you're submitting a second question. And, you have a couple of things that you want answered. But that is what I do at the end. Again, as always, you have 30 days to use it or lose it. The last 2 winners have still not scheduled with me. They've reached out to me, but they're not scheduling. You've got a couple of weeks left. You got to use it or lose it. That's kind of the rule, 30 days. So reach out to me if you're watching tonight. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and roll into Tarot Tuesday. That's why you're here. I got the housekeeping stuff out of the way. So you know about Tarot Tuesday, my videos, and the online tarot masterclass, which is live, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So Tarot Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be answering your questions live. Post your question in PayPal with your donation, $10 minimum, or a super chat. And Scott, I believe, has already posted that in there. And where it says your question in the add a note section, that's where you want to put your question. Links are in the description below. Any late submissions will be answered live the following week. I will be doing a final call throughout the show. And there's a disclaimer for YouTube, okay? This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist and I do not give financial advice, okay? All right, here we go. So first question is from Linda, and Linda is one of my longtime clients and viewers, and she has supported me on every single Tarot Tuesday I have ever done. And she is the first question I ask every single week because she submits her question every single week. Oops, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Hold on, let me turn the cards around. Oops, we don't want that one. So let me do this again. So anyways, I'm talking, right? But that's what I have to do. I have to set the tone for you, especially if you've never been here. I have a lot of new subscribers, so I want to make sure you get this information. All right, so let's roll into it. So this is Linda's question. She says, hi, Allison. Things seem to be looking up. Can you pull some cards just to get a read on the energy around me? Thank you, Linda. Yes, Linda, thank you for your question and your support, and I will definitely pull the energy for you. All right. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, and Two of Swords. So they're all swords, Linda. Swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. This is really telling me that you need to relax. This is about taking a time out for yourself to rest and to recover. And this is swords. So it's thoughts, words, and ideas. I think that you're worrying a lot and you're up in your head a lot, basically. That's what this card is saying, is that you're up in your head a lot. You're worrying a lot. This is a self-imposed restriction. So I think you're worrying about a lot of things that are going on in your life, maybe even out in the world. And it's taking up all of your time and your energy, because you're asking me to check in on your energy. This is taking up a lot of your energy, and you're being asked to really kind of take a time out and just rest and recover. Maybe have a staycation at home, maybe actually take a mini vacation for the weekend, just to have some time to yourself. The last card that showed up is the Two of Swords, and this is really saying, take a look at yourself and take a look at the self-imposed restriction from this other card. Take a look at what's going on, what's triggering it, and how you can work your way out of it. Because the thing with this is that with this self-imposed restriction, you only see one side. You don't see the other angles. You're not seeing a way out. You're just seeing what is before you, and you don't see the other options, and that's why it's a self-imposed restriction also. So that's what I have for you. You're all up in your head, and you need to relax. So I hope that finds you well, Linda. All right, so thank you very much for your question. The next one is from Jackie, and she writes, can you tell me if we will be getting financial funding for our business? Thanks, Jackie. Yes. I will look into that. And again, this is not financial advice. I am just checking the energy around it. All right, so let me grab a different deck for that. Right off the bat, underneath, look at that, a golden opportunity. Let's see what the cards are that are going to come up for you. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Moon. I would say absolutely you are. 10 of Pentacles, we've got the Queen of Cups and the Moon. So this is telling me that you will absolutely get the funding that you need for your business. This is really about you. I would say you're getting everything. So if you're applying for a loan, if you're getting private investors, if you're getting GoFundMe, whatever you're trying to do, or all of the above, friends, family, it could be anything, you are definitely getting the funding coming in. It's going to come at you from all angles. This is the kind of funding that it's going to actually leave this type of legacy behind. I feel that you will be very successful in your business. That is another energy that's coming off the cards. With this Queen of Cups, this is really about you following your heart. You're doing something that you're very passionate about. You have a natural ability to do this. This is something that not only are you following your heart, it's very dear to you, and you are tied to it with your intuition. I think that this is something that you're meant to do. The last card that's here is the Moon card. I do feel that you're going to have some fear come up, but that's okay, because it's just a natural element that you work through and you push on through. It's going to be more like a type of primal fear comes up. I think it's like like the fear of success or the fear of failure. You know, it's kind of like it's the same. It's like the opposite side of the coin, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But it's that primal fear because you want it so bad that it's going to be one or the other. You just deal with it and you just push through it, because this is just a natural part of the process, you know. But I really feel that it's absolutely coming in for you. Wow, Jackie, thank you. I'd love to know what your business is. Very, very cool. All right, so thank you for your question. The next one is from Tina. And Tina writes, can you pull some cards for me? General energy check-in. Yes, Tina, I can definitely go ahead and do that. Thank you for your question. And I'm going to continue this one. All right. Hi, Dr. Fee Desposito. Nice seeing you. You're supposed to reach out to me on my website. You won last week. I'm going to answer your question next. Okay. Hold on one second. All right. This is for Tina. So let's do a general energy check-in. Oh, beautiful. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Fool. And the Moon again. Interesting. Okay, so look at these cards. They're beautiful. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Fool, and the Moon. This is really telling me that you have a new beginning, a new opportunity. And with the Fool here, you have a new journey coming out, a new chapter in your life that's going to involve you doing something that you love, something near and dear to you. could even be a new relationship. It could be a new relationship with your finances. This could be a new relationship or a friendship. This could be you moving somewhere, retiring. It's just something that I feel that you are in total alignment with. This card is a gift and blessing from the universe, literally. This is about you using your heart space and tapping into your emotions, tapping into your intuition. And the energy that's coming off of it, though, is that you're really excited to have this type of new beginning that is in complete alignment with you energetically with your heart. And I feel that you have no fear, which is interesting because the moon card is here. So I just feel that this is telling me that you have some things that are coming in that you can't see, and that it's part of your life path. And I love this for you. I do not feel any fear coming off of this card for you. I feel that you just have this leap of faith and this spontaneity in your step to start this new chapter. I think you really wanted it. These are all new beginnings right here. This is the first card in the tarot. And when you have a 10, then it goes back to the 1, which is a new beginning, the ace. So a lot of new beginnings coming in for you, things that are in alignment for you. I do feel that you just might have some things that are going to be hidden, which makes it exciting, which makes it an adventure. You don't want to know everything. You want some stuff to be a mystery and just to have that aha, right, of something new and exciting. And I feel like you're going to get the wild side of life. They're screaming and howling at the moon, and I feel that some adventure is coming in for you. Oh my God, how fun. You should go like jump out of an airplane or something. That would be a blast. Okay, so just don't break your leg when you land. All right, Tina, thank you for your question. That is your general energy, and it's awesome. All right, so that being said, let me go back to super chat that came in. All right, here we go. And it says, I don't know if this is the first one. I think it is. I am past my prime, but still ambitious. Will I push through on my project, and will the audience like it? Is there any love left for me? Okay, hold on. I am past my prime time, but still ambitious. Will I push through my project, and will the audience like it? Is there any love left for me? Okay, that's 2 questions. So let me see. Okay. So I am actually through my website. I responded to you when you posted something on one of the videos. I don't remember which sign it was, but I gave you my website address, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. The link is in the description below. Fill out the contact form and let me know that it's you. And I also sent you an email after the show. So you should have gotten that. It's the email through PayPal, not PayPal, through, what was it? Sorry, through Super Chat. So through YouTube, whatever email is associated with your YouTube account. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're looking at a project and love. Okay. Okay. So the project are these 2 cards, and the third card I asked for love, which is the Hanged Man. So for the project itself, we've got the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of, hold on, let me go back here. The 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. So you've got 2 4s. So this is talking about being, I'm feeling that you're overly controlling about something, and that you need to relax a little bit and go with the flow to allow things to move. When you are holding on too tight, it's preventing a type of change. It's also preventing things like success and abundance and prosperity coming in, because you're restricted. If you relax just a little bit, I know you need to be in control if you're starting a business, but when you're overly controlling, and that's what this card is talking about, then some issues come in. And if this is a really stubborn energy, and if this also has to do with finances for you, if you're holding on too tight, that also prevents abundance from coming in. It could be that you don't want to spend money or invest into the business, and that will work against you. The other card is that you're being asked to go within to really meditate on the business itself. Is it going in the right direction for you? This card is swords, so it's thoughts, words, and ideas. You're really being asked to articulate it to yourself, to work out a business plan and start looking at it at the different angles and see if this is right for you. Because the fact that you've got the 2 4s, like this one that's first, this is just telling me that you're very controlling, and this is something that you need to ask yourself, is this going in the right direction? Are you getting the results that you want, considering this type of energy that's right here? This is stubborn and stuck kind of energy. So if you want a successful business, you kind of need to relax a little bit and go with a few things. So I think you're being called to look at it differently and to go within. Relax a little bit too. Go into a type of meditative state, even if it's like taking a shower or walking on the beach, doing that where you're more relaxed and think about the type of business that you're trying to put together. The love portion, this is talking about the Hanged Man. And it says, is there any love life left for me? This is saying that you need to look at it differently. And this is you really going within and searching for answers and getting this type of enlightenment that you can answer that question for you. I would always say personally as a person, of course there is, but it's how you look at it. And if you're older, it's how you look at it. People can find love at any age. You know, it's just putting yourself out there, meeting people. It's also your vibration, right? Are you really positive? Are you putting yourself out there where there's a dating pool for you? Are you meeting the right people? Are you going to a singles club? Are you going to a meetup group? If you're older, are you belonging to a senior community? Are you doing like maybe senior exercises? Or if you're out and about, maybe do you run marathons because seniors do that? You know, what is it that you like to do where you can meet someone that's kind of in the same path as you? It's a matter of you looking at it differently and having a different take on the love life itself. I would say stay in the vibration of, I'm going to find love, and be in a loving vibration. Like when you go to the store, just act like you're in love, act like you're on a date. And that energy is raising your vibration, and you are going to attract people to you. You know, you could even compliment people, you know, hey, that's beautiful lipstick on you. It's very complimentary. You can say stuff like that, and it sparks up conversations, makes people smile. It makes you also get in that type of loving vibration. So that is what I have for you. So please reach out to me via my website so we can schedule something. Okay, thank you very much. And I need to put you in this week's jar. Where's my pen? Okay. Dr. Fee. Okay. All right, so you're in there. Okay, so thank you very much for your question. Hi, Lisa. Okay. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Okay. Hi, Rita. I just want to say hi to everybody. All right. All right. So here we go. Let's see. Okay. So that was from Dr. Fee, and then I did Tina's, and now I'm going to ask, where is it? This is from Teresa. It says, I'm a strong believer in karma, and you reap what you sow. I had a family member do me dirty, causing a substantial financial loss. Do the cards see them getting their karma? Thank you, Teresa. Oh my God, I love you. What a great question. I love this. So I'm actually going to switch decks for that, but I love the question. I love it. All right, let me get a different deck. Hi, Jolie. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, these cards flipped out. So the Sun and the Queen of Cups. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Okay. All right, so I just had 4 cards flip out for you. You guys know I usually do 3 cards. I just had 4 fly out, 2 and then 2. This is interesting about the karma question. So we've got the Sun, which is the most positive card in the deck, and we've got the Queen of Cups. So those 2 flew out together. Do the cards see them getting their karma? We have the Hierophant, and then we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so what do I see? You are to focus on yourself, the most positive card in the deck, and stay in this loving vibration. I'm not done. Don't get upset. They're going to get their karma. I just haven't gotten to that yet. I know you want to know that. This is about you staying in this beautiful, loving vibration. They did you dirty. It's not about revenge. It's not about hating them or stewing over it. It's about, you know, I mean, you could even give them the finger and go on, you know. I know we're not supposed to say that in the spiritual community, but I mean, it's one of those energies where this is the most positive card in the deck. This is really talking about you following your inner child, tapping into that beautiful sense of joy inside yourself. That is a really healthy move for you. That's going to bring you success and joy. Even though they did you dirty, really look at yourself and focus on yourself and being the better person that you are. We also have, hi Penelope, we also have the Queen of Cups. And this is really talking about you following your heart, looking below the surface, getting in touch with your intuition, getting in touch with your heart. And I would say, and not letting something like that happen again. But this is you really learning that life lesson. I think you got a lot out of it. And I think that it taught you to be more positive and to put up that type of protection and not let something like that happen to you again while you're maintaining a big open heart, right? And using your intuition. I think that that was a life lesson for you because we also have the Hierophant. Now these 2 cards flipped out together. We have the Hierophant and we have the 5 of Wands. And this is really telling me that this is the oldest tree, right? He's going to get his karma, or she, the family member. I'm going to say he because it's easier. So he's going to get his karma. This is the oldest tree. This is the oldest story. This is the wise old owl in the tree. This is ancestor wisdom, and he will definitely be reaping it. We've got the 5 of Wands. This is drama. This is going to create so much drama for him and karma in his life when he's going to have a rebirth. What he has done is not good. And I think he actually knows it in this life. And it's one of those moments where if he passes away, he might not go to the light because he's going to have to answer for everything bad that he's done. That is the kind of energy that's coming off of this card. This is drama. He likes to create drama. And sometimes he creates it and he's not even aware of it, but he giggles and laughs about it because he's very immature. That's the kind of energy that's coming off this card. That is what's going to happen to him. Wow. Oh my God, Teresa. So I hope that answered your question. Thank you. Oh my God. Too funny. I guess we shouldn't say that, but it kind of is, you know. I mean, that's the thing. People in the spiritual community, they kind of take themselves a little too seriously sometimes. And I hope you can appreciate my sense of humor because I am a little different. And that's just it, you know. You got to laugh it off. You got to have a good time in this life. You know, you cannot be so uptight all the time. All right. So that was Teresa's question. I'm not sure if a super chat came in. I've been looking over here and let me see. So if anybody has a question for tonight, it is through donation. You can post it through PayPal or super chat. That's up to you. It's a $10 minimum. Okay, so I'm actually going to check PayPal right now. So I'm at that midway point. Let me go ahead and check. Let me see. Hold on there. I need to. It logs me out because there's a timer. So those were questions that were submitted in advance, and then we had the super chat question. And now let me go ahead and see if any questions came in. And I do. I have one from Sonia Whitfield, and this is. Let me click on this. Okay. This is from Sonia, and she says, would you please pull some cards for me? Special message for you. Thank you. Okay, hold on, let me read this. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can I read it out loud? I think I can. Thank you, Sonia. It says, special message for you. Thank you so much for your beautiful reading last week for my son and daughter-in-law and future baby. Oh, thank you. It's coming. I saw it in the cards. So they just have to recover from that. That's the only thing. Okay, so would you pull some cards for me? Yes, I absolutely will. Okay. All right. Some cards for Sonia. Okay, we've got 5 of Wands, the Tower, and the 6 of Swords. Okay, so we've got a mixture of energy. Please don't be afraid of the Tower. If you've been watching me, you know I love the Tower. I welcome it. We've got the 5 of Wands, the Tower card, and the 6 of Swords. So what I am getting is that, you know, you definitely have a lot of turmoil going on around you right now. I think that there could be a lot of drama going on, it could be work, it could be family, it could be the holidays, you know, whatever it might be for you, but there's definitely a lot of drama going on. But they're not swords, by the way, they're wands. So they're not killing each other with swords. So wands, this is about general energy and action. The other card that's here for you is the Tower. And this is just telling me that the universe is going to step in and release something that is no longer serving you. There's 2 cards in the tarot that do that. There's the Death card, which is about change and transformation. I know the Death card sounds awful, but it's not. It's really a positive card. And it's Scorpio energy, and what it does is you're literally releasing what no longer serves you. So maybe old versions of you, old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things, maybe an old job, you're just releasing it and you're doing something else. Could be a relationship, negative thought patterns, bad relationships, you know, whatever it is that's for you. It could be just you deciding to go on keto and you're releasing carbs, right? Whatever it is for you, you're releasing what no longer serves you with the Death card. The Tower card is when the universe steps in and releases what no longer serves you. This is when the universe steps in because you either can't see it or you're not doing it. You're not listening to the universe that's been giving you hints. And so now you're going to have what they say as a Tower moment. You are literally being brought back down to your foundation. You are releasing what no longer serves you. And for me, I actually welcome that because if something's not working out, I want it gone. I don't want to waste my life and my time on that. So it might not be pleasant when this happens, but in the end, I think it's something that really works out for you. Like my favorite example of that is like, let's say you go to a job and you hate it every day. Or you're bored with it or whatever, and you just do it because you've got a job and you just don't want to go and look for one elsewhere. Then one day you go to work and you're fired or you're laid off, and suddenly you don't have a job. And now you're home, maybe you're on unemployment, maybe you're not, and now you have to go get a job. And now you get the job of your dreams, or you get the job that's more in alignment for you. It could even be volunteering. Maybe that's a job that you lose and now you're retired and then you end up loving your life. You know, but it was a Tower moment that caused you to release something that's not serving you. And apparently that job in that example would not be serving you. And that is what I see coming through with a Tower card moment for you. Something is going to be released that does not serve you, but it is literally like a blessing in disguise. That's why I love it, because you're releasing it, and then that creates space for something bigger and better to come in for you. And that's what I love about this card right here. We've got the Six of Swords, and this is you literally going to calmer waters. You see, these are choppy. This is like turbulent times, but you're going to calmer waters, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And this is what I love for you. So you're going through this process, and you're going to have a lot of great things coming at the end of the tunnel. And it's going to get calmer. You're just going to have a little turbulence along the way. Wow. Thank you, Sonia. I can't wait to see what that is. Please don't be afraid of it. It's just something that happens to all of us, right? Okay. Thank you for your question. All right. There we go. And now I am going to go on to another PayPal submission, and this is going to be from Chris. And Chris writes, "Hi, Allison. What does the universe want to tell me today?" Thanks, Chris. Okay, so you definitely watch me because you know I love to say that. What does the universe want to say today? All right. So here we go. Let's get some cards for Chris. All right. Let me just do this. I want to make sure it's going to time me out. Hold on. Don't time me out. Don't time me out. Okay. Hold on. Okay, don't time me out. All right, so here we go. So this is from Chris, and then Penelope, thank you. I just saw a question come in from you. Okay, so let's do Chris. Okay, it says, what does the universe want to tell me today? Okay. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Three of Cups and the Judgment card. Okay, Chris. Well, the universe wants to tell you a lot of things, a lot of good things. We've got the Hierophant, the Three of Cups, and the Judgment card. So this is really telling me that you're being divinely blessed by God. You have a lot of blessings coming in right now. I really feel that you have a lot of things coming in your life. I feel that you are working in an environment that is really supportive of you. And with this Hierophant, it's just telling me that there's a lot of structure in your life right now. And I feel that you're thriving in it, and you're really, really enjoying it. And that's going to be with family and with work right now. But I do feel a lot of blessings are coming in for you. I do feel that you benefit from going out and having a really good time. And I love this because it's holiday season. So it's very apropos. So you benefit from the company of others. This helps raise your vibration. This helps, I think, really get your creative juices going, because I think when you're in that relaxed environment, there's something about you always being in structure that you need to have more relaxation coming in, and that's going to get the creativity going that I think is going to transfer back into your business. So I don't know what it is that you do, obviously, but I just feel that, like, let's say you're a banker, or let's say you're an investment banker. I feel that, by you going out and having a good time, maybe you meet people, maybe you're mingling, maybe ideas flow to you about being an investment banker. And that gives you ideas on what you want to invest in, whether it's startups or whatever it is that you want to do. I just feel that this is really going to get some fresh ideas going for you. And at the same time, you're having a great time. Maybe you're meeting new people, but it's about you really raising your vibration and having a really good time. And it's that sense of camaraderie. I think this has been coming up, I have to say, in a lot of my private readings that I'm doing for people, and in the Zodiac readings that I'm doing for the videos on YouTube. Really interesting. It's really just the energy of the season. It's to celebrate Yule. I mean, come on. Then we've got the Judgment card. This is really talking about you having a compassionate review of your life, looking at everything that you've done up until this point. They're in their old life, which is in the coffin. They're being called by the angel with this trumpet to step into their new life outside the coffin. This is when you start asking yourself questions like, who am I? What is my philosophy right here, right now, at this moment in time? What do I love? Am I happy? Am I going in the right direction? How's my health? How's my finances? What's my strength of character? And then what's your weakness of character? Because you need to know both. Maybe you can strengthen your weakness, but you're asking yourself the big questions when you have the judgment card come up. Am I with my tribe? Who is my tribe? Have I changed? What has changed in my life? Do I like where I live? Am I happy in my job? You're asking yourself in a compassionate way all these big questions, and to get these answers, and this will help propel you forward. It'll quantum jump you forward into what it is that you want to do. That is your energy. Very, very beautiful, actually, because these two are so complementary to each other that it's really about you just having this type of synergy and then going deep, and that is really going to propel you in your life. Wow, Chris, awesome. I'd love to be you right now. Oh my God, I can't wait to see what will happen with you in your life. Thank you for your question. Okay, so let me, before I get timed out again, this thing, PayPal, I appreciate their security, but they are like timing me out. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, so this one is going to be from Penelope. Let me pull this up, and it says, question is, will my new medical education business make me millions of dollars? Okay, let's go ahead and look at that. All right. Here we go. This is not financial advice. I have to have the disclaimer for YouTube. I'm going to pull the energies. All right. First card out, Queen of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Devil card. Okay, don't be afraid of the devil, but it is there. It is ever present. Okay. We've got the Queen of Cups. I just saw your comment. And the Four of Swords and the Devil card. So what this is telling me is that if you follow your heart and you do what you're meant to do in this world, like you're being divinely blessed, when you're tapped into your intuition and your heart, and you're following your heart, you will definitely make millions. You're doing something that is in total alignment with who you are as a person, as an individual, and that is what is going to lead the way for you. If you were doing something that is not in alignment for you, I would say no. But this is something that is definitely in alignment for you and what it is that you want to do, and it is your passion and you are following it. We also have the Four of Swords. Swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. And this is about you going into this type of quiet meditation, taking time for yourself, going within and looking at what it is that you're trying to do. You really need to look at the big picture of what you're doing. You also have blessings coming in for you on this. You are being divinely blessed in whatever your business is, your medical business, to go ahead and make the millions. You are. I feel that you have to go in and have this rest and relaxation. And that's telling me because you're going to have a big fight. And what this is telling me is that I think that there's some people that are going to try and block you. This is a toxic energy. And are you going to be successful? The cards are telling me yes, but you're going to be going up against some toxic people that maybe they don't want you to have this medical education. They don't want you to get this information out there. Maybe they want a part of your profits. They want to become business partners with you. Maybe they want to try and block funding from you in the very beginning. This is just a nasty little energy that's going to show itself. It's a very toxic energy. I do feel, though, absolutely, you will be making millions. Absolutely. But you need to rest and recover because you're going to have some fights coming. Okay? You're just going to have to. That will give you some inner strength. It's going to build your immune system up. This is not medical advice, but you know what I mean? It's going to give you that kind of inner strength that you have because there's going to be some people that are really toxic around you. And this could be people, places, things. Like you said, the university. So a thing, right? Or a place, right? This could be coming from the university. This could be coming from big pharma. maybe they don't want you to put information out there because they want to dominate that industry, or they're trying to push a different agenda, a different type of education. Maybe they don't want certain types of education to get out there because they want to control the narrative. So it's definitely, that's definitely an energy, but by you following your passion, using your intuition and following your heart, you have the success, you have the upper hand, but you're going to be interacting with this. And this is a thing, I want to also tell people this about tarot. Thank you for your question, Penelope, is that, you can check in on the energies, like for something like this, like every month, every couple of months, or once a year, whatever you want to do. And you see that there's new information. Things change. Life is a flux. So maybe these toxic people are there, and then maybe someone gets hit by a car, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but just, let's say, right? And then that one toxic energy is gone. Maybe it's from an older individual and they just naturally pass away. Suddenly that toxic energy is now gone. So you can always tap in and see where things are going. And this is true in any aspect of your life, right? I mean, it could be like I've pulled questions for people and it's like their career was great, and then they did something different and they screwed things up for about 6 months, and then they could get back on track. I mean, there's always new information, okay? I really love that. Okay, so what do we have? Let me see. Uh-oh. I just want to read some of the comments really quick. Thank you, Penelope. I appreciate it. I am really excited for you. I can't wait to see what happens with it. Absolutely. I couldn't read all the comments because they were going kind of fast, but yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let me just check PayPal again before I'm timed out. I can see it going. Hold on. I have to hit a button and then I'm okay. All right. So we have a question this is from Susan, and this is a good time for me to do final call. There's still a lot of questions on here, by the way, but this is a good time for me to do final call. If anybody is in the chat or watching and you'd like to submit a question, this is the time to do it via PayPal or Super Chat. All right, so let's go ahead and answer this for Susan. And she writes, all the relatives are coming to our house for Christmas. Can you pull cards on our family celebration and tell me how it will go? Thanks, Susan. Yes, I can. I can pull cards for you. I love it. I've been getting this question like each week from people. Thanksgiving and then Christmas and some big family reunions, and people wanted to know how it goes. So let's pull some energy. And I've gotten feedback from a couple people for the Thanksgiving one. It went well. I love getting confirmation, guys. Thank you. And so the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. It is absolutely going to go well. We've got King of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. This is a gift and blessing from the universe. This is out with the old, in with the new, and I love this for you. What this is telling me is that people are going to be on their best behavior that are coming in for this. I think everybody realizes with this King of Cups energy just how precious that this event is, I feel like it's a reunion, that this reunion is, that it's that kind of energy, and everybody knows to be on their best behavior. This is a very high emotional IQ. This is a very high intelligence, and this is really telling me that people want to create a positive memory. If they're bringing their kids, they want it to be positive for them. I feel like this is multi-generational. I feel like they want it to be positive for everybody. This is the thing that is creating memories for people. This is the thing that is most important in life. When I pull the 10 of Pentacles, which is the card everybody wants, it is friends, family, pets. That is what matters most. And that you have the illumination, you have the insight to realize that and to hold them dear and love them. That is the most important thing in this life. We also have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Truth, and she is right there with the King of Cups. His heart space, his intuition, her intellect, she knows just how special this is. And that's why I'm saying, I think everyone that's coming knows just how important this is to keep that family unit tight, to create these beautiful, special memories. And they're coming in strong. There is clarity here for everyone coming in. And they're presenting their truth. They're going to be on their best behavior, but they're still being themselves because they know how important this is. This is really special. That's a lot of respect, I think, that's coming in for people that in this family that's going to have this. And I really love that for you. She is looking towards your future. So I think that this is going to set the tone for future gatherings for different holidays, but it's a little deeper than that. It's also setting the tone for the younger children to see this as a pattern so that when they get older, they can emulate it and they can take over. So let's say grandma and grandpa that have always cooked don't have to cook all the time. Now it's their turn to relax and have their kids cook or their grandkids cook. It's being passed down from generation. Recipes are being passed down from generation. Certain things that are special to every individual family are being passed down to generation. And everybody knows it. And they're coming with that knowledge. It might even have been discussed in advance. We have out with the old, in with the new. I think that if there was, this is just telling me like the vibration that's been coming off this, especially with the King of Cups over here. He's like yelling at me as a psychic. I am really just getting that if there has ever been like any type of like bad behavior in the past by like maybe one family member, because usually there's always one. I don't feel like that's going to happen. I feel that you guys have all had conversations about it. And that person was told if they spoil this for everybody, they will never be asked back again. Because isn't that old school? We ostracize people that do that. And that teaches them a lesson. But you talk to them in advance so that they know the boundaries and they know the guidelines and they know that behavior is not accepted. That's what I feel has gone on. That's out with the old, in with the new. That old bad behavior will not be tolerated. And it's not that you have differences of opinions. You're not asking someone to not be themselves. You're just asking someone to not be rude, to be obnoxious, or to hurt somebody else's feelings. And I love that for you. Oh my God. I love that, Susan. Wow. How beautiful. Take a lot of photos. The beautiful memories are going to be coming from this event. Okay, so next question. And this is from Velma. And this came in today. So this was earlier today. So this is from Velma, and she writes, am I on the right track with how I'm pursuing helping my friends' family or boys, local public school? Should I have a different approach, thought process? Thanks, Velma. Okay. Am I on the right track with how I'm pursuing helping my friends, family, boys, local public school? Should I have a different approach, thought process? Okay. Okay. First card out, Nine of Swords. We've got the Temperance card and the Three of Cups. Okay. So Nine of Swords, Temperance card, and Three of Cups. So Velma, what this is telling me is that you're doing a lot of worrying. And this is swords, so they're thoughts, words, and ideas. But this card is like the never-ending nightmare. This is the kind of worrying, anxiety, or guilt that's keeping you up at night. So so I'm going to read the question. Am I on the right track with how I'm pursuing helping them? So if you're worrying all the time, if you're helping them right, or if you're constantly worrying about them, I think that you need to ask yourself, is this the right tact for you to take if you're always worrying? Because if you're helping them, obviously helping people is always good as long as it's not a total deficit for you. And I feel that that you're worrying, that is that healthy for you. So maybe you have to look at that and see if you're worrying for no reason. Are you worrying too much? Why are you worrying? What's the trigger? So that's an energy that's coming in, because with that card, that's something that's all in your head. So it's not like this could even be just flat out fear. And that's just telling me that it's not like there's somebody around the corner that's going to jump you and that you have a legitimate reason to be afraid. This is something where you're over worrying too much. So I would take a look at that, because we also have the Temperance card here. And this is about you really bringing yourself back into balance. This is about you bringing your emotions, your intellect back into balance. And this, I think, is something, you're at a place of harmony here. But this is about you having these ups and downs, these ebbs and flow of life, and now coming back to balance, and you have this type of enlightenment. This is the road to glory. So this tells me that I think you're doing the right thing with this card, right? That you're doing the right thing as you're on this path, but you need to get a grip on your thoughts and on the worrying and find out what's going on there. The last card that came out is the Three of Cups. I think that it's a really good time for you to celebrate the type of work that you're doing with them, what you're doing. I mean, I think that you need to reward yourself. I think that you need to go out and have a good time and kind of pat yourself on the back, or that there needs to be some type of celebration for you, so that that's also uplifting for you, this type of camaraderie. I think that they need to celebrate you with what you're trying to do for your friends' kids, with the public school and everything else. I don't have a lot of detail, so I can't give you like really, really hardcore detail. I can just tell you what the energies are. And this is really telling me that you need to pat yourself on the back for something. You need to celebrate and have that type of camaraderie. So it is a little bit of a mixture of energy, but at the end of the day, you're doing the right thing and you're having balance come in. Okay. All right. Thank you for your question. Okay. So the next one is from, oh, my nose, sorry, it's itchy. Okay, so I just did final call, and I got timed out. Sorry guys, hold on, let me do this. I got timed out. Okay, so the next one is from, oh my God, I have to keep scrolling. Where is it? From Beth. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment to tell you a little bit about my channel before I do that. And let's see. So again, this is final call if anybody has a question in the audience. And this is the perfect time to submit it. You can either do it through PayPal or you can do it through Super Chat. All right. So if you're enjoying the show tonight, if you could take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, it would really help out the channel. And I would love to see that. My channel's really been growing and it's just been phenomenal. And I love you guys for doing that. Thank you so much. And what else? So I was going to tell you, so just a reminder, my website is new. It's ancientoakpsychicarts.com. And I have it where if you sign up for the newsletter, it's going to enter you in for a free 30-minute reading for me. I do a drawing every single month for the next 3 months. I just did the one for December 1st, and that was Natalie Pierce. So I announced it in the very beginning. So Natalie Pierce was the winner. We're in the process of scheduling her. And so the next card pull is going to be on, not card pull, the name pull is going to be January 1st and then February 1st. So this is to celebrate the new website. I'm really excited. I feel that my web designer did a really good job and I'm really, really happy. And so check it out if you haven't. There you can book a tarot reading with me, a missing person consultation. I haven't spoken about that for a while, but that's something that I definitely do. If you've seen Missing Person 411, I don't know David Politis, but that's the kind of stuff that I do. I tap into that and I find out, I have an ability to look through somebody else's eyes. So I can either look through the victim's eyes if it's a crime, the perpetrator if it's a crime, or somebody that is in the periphery if there is a witness, and I can look through that and get the perspective, and maybe we can help find them. So if that is something that you or someone you know needs help with, please reach out to me. Also, I mentioned the spring online tarot masterclass. So the fall class ended. It was the month of October. It was a phenomenal class. It was sold out. And I got to teach it like a graduate level tarot class. It was fucking awesome. I loved it. It was great. I had great students, and I love it. And I'm still in contact with them. They're really, really good. So the spring class is coming. It's going to be in March. It's 4 Sundays in March. The dates are March 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, 4 consecutive Sundays. The time is 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am currently living in Florida. I hope to not be, but I think March will be my last month here because I can't handle the weather. That's the only reason. And so I'm going to be moving if I can. And then, so anyway, so from 6 to 8 p.m. And then I'm going to hold office hours from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's 3 hours, but that last hour is optional, and I teach it live. I'm not having you sign up for a class that's been pre-recorded. This is an interactive class. I want you to learn, and I believe in human interaction. So, you know, that's my take on it, and that's why I'm teaching the class the way I am. I definitely believe that there needs to be a back and forth, and I think that the camaraderie of the teacher and the students just elevates the class, and you learn so much more, because if somebody's asking a question, I'm sure somebody else is thinking it, and if they're not, they benefit from that question and the answer that's given. Okay, so then it is going to be, again, my website name is changed, so my social media is in the process of changing over. If you missed it, I was saying my web designer got really sick, and so she's feeling better now, so she's able to start finishing it up. And I have a monthly drawing. I told you about that. And then Tarot Tuesday. For everybody that has submitted a question today, you go into the jar. And you know what? Penelope and Sonia, let me add your names in there right now. I'm a one-woman show. I have to remember that. So, okay, there's Sonia. All right. And this is going to be Penelope. I love that name so much. It's such a cool name. Okay. And Dr. Fee, I did you, and I think, am I missing anybody, Scott? Lisa, am I missing anybody? Because I'm pretty sure I put everybody else in there. Okay, so let me know if I am, and I will definitely put you in there. Okay, so this next question, thank you guys for listening. All right, next question, this is for Beth. So Beth says, can you pull cards for me? I absolutely can. All right, here we go. Penelope, I'm going to come to Australia. I really am. I hope so. I want to come in your winter. Okay, here we go. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I love this for you. Thank you. We've got the Page of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and I've got the Knight of Pentacles. So I love this for you. So this just tells me that you have a new opportunity for love. You have a new opportunity to do something that you love, whether it's a relationship, a career, starting your own business, maybe it's retiring, volunteering, whatever it is, you have a new opportunity to follow your heart and to do something that you feel very passionate about. And that is so beautiful. This is telling me that you're really coming at it from this place of independence and luxury. This is telling me that you have really done a lot of work to get to the position that you're in right now, to get this opportunity to present itself, that you've got this laser focus coming in for yourself, and that's allowing you to create this beauty, to create the space for you to follow your heart. So that tells me also that I think you released a few things because your energy is so beautiful. We just left Scorpio season, and I think that, you know, that's all about release what no longer serves you. And I think that you've done that. And I've seen this with so many people I'm reading for and the signs. people have really just released a lot of baggage, and they are just quantum jumping themselves, and it's beautiful. Oh my God, the energy that we're going through. And then with this Knight of Pentacles, this is just talking about whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. This is slow and steady wins the race. You're putting one foot in front of the other. You're going very carefully, and you're making the right choices to bring this into alignment for you. That is really beautiful. Whatever this opportunity is, you are on the right path, and you've got the knowledge and the wisdom to make it happen. Wow, Beth, very, very beautiful. And I love it. Well, I definitely will, Penelope. I will, because I definitely want to go there. I think it looks like the most incredible place on the planet, and I cannot wait to go there. That is my bucket list place. Australia and New Zealand. Oh my God, I can't wait. It is definitely on there. All right, so that being said, that is for Beth, and thank you for your question. So the next one is from Sandy, and it says, can you pull cards for me? Yes. And then the next one looks like it's a big question. Okay. I can't wait. I love it. You know, I'm from San Diego. I'm a Californian. Before California fell, I'm a Californian, but I'm currently living in Florida. I've been here for 7 years. I have really tried to adjust to this weather, and it's not happening. It's not like I was here for just a couple of months. I have really tried. Whew, it is hot and humid here. Okay, but I'm from San Diego, so I'm spoiled. All right. Here we go. This is for Sandy. She says, can you pull cards for me? Okay, we've got 5 of Swords. We've got 4 of Swords. A lot of swords are coming up for people tonight. And the 8 of Wands. Okay. So we have 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. So what this is telling me is that you're going to have some obstacles coming in. Nothing you can't handle, but this energy is just telling me that you've got some obstacles. Now, these are swords, so they're thoughts, words, and their ideas. And this is just telling me that there's something coming in for you that's an obstacle. This could be something that somebody just planted a seed in your head. Maybe they whispered something in your ear, right? A toxic individual, but there's something that they're creating that's kind of like an obstacle. It could even be like, this is not the 7 of Swords, that could be gossip, but I'm getting the vibration off the card is that it could be something that somebody else articulated as a type of gossip to poison other people against you. But I do feel that there's some kind of obstacle coming in. I feel that you're being asked to go into a time of rest. I feel that there's something about when these obstacles come in that you're to step aside and to let them pass, to not confront them. Because I think for you, with what this energy is telling me, is that when the obstacle is that big, it's going to be a big one, that it will run you over and it will hurt you. So why? I'm getting that it's not your fight, to just step aside and let it go right past you. And that is another way that you're conserving your energy and you're going into a time of rest and recovery. It could just be like, I'm just giving you this as an example, a toxic boss, and maybe they're on the warpath for something, who knows what it is. You just step aside. Maybe you go in your office. Maybe you just walk the other way when you see this person. You are avoiding a confrontation. You're avoiding that person, which I would say is the obstacle, right? It's that kind of a thing. You don't need to take him on. You're not going to win from it, right? You just move out of the way and let that person go right on by in their fury. It's that kind of thing, however the obstacle is that's going to present itself. We also have the 8 of Wands, and this is just telling me that you're going to be having some gifts and omens coming in very quickly. So while you're avoiding this obstacle, you're going into this relaxation. I think under the relaxation period, it allows you to have these omens coming in. So maybe it's something that comes to you in your dreams or your daydreams, or just casually, it just presents itself when you're in a relaxed state. That seems to be the key for this reading, to be in a relaxed state and avoid drama, which is in the form of an obstacle. Wow, very interesting, Sandy. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we go. The next question is from Zach. And Zach writes, let me see. I want to start my own business, but don't know if the funding will come in. Can you tell me if I will be successful in starting my own business anyway? Thanks, Zach. Yes, I can. Let me use a different deck for that. All right. I know there's a lot of business questions coming in. That good for you. You guys are go-getters. I love it. All right. So here we go. This is for Zach. So we have the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Let me show you the cards. 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is that you should absolutely follow your heart, that you absolutely need to continue forward with your business, whether you're aware if there's funding or not, that this is really something that you're meant to pursue. With this 10 of Wands, it's just telling me if you're taking on too much responsibility, too many things right now, you need to look at some burdens that you've taken on yourself and start to release them. So if you're in the process of starting up your own business and maybe you've got other responsibilities spread out everywhere else, you need to start delegating. Like maybe, like see, he's got 10 wands, 10 burdens. So to get down to like maybe 5, he needs to take 5 of those other wands and start handing them to other people to delegate, or to just release it in general. However that is for your life, it's about you not taking on so many burdens. You'll burn out. You can actually make yourself sick, like psychosomatic wise, by taking on too much work. And I feel for you that that's part of what's coming in for you. For you to be successful, it's about following your heart and not overburdening yourself. So if you are taking on too much responsibility now, please delegate, set up some boundaries. And I'm getting that it's not just that the business is a burden. I'm not getting that. I'm getting that your life in general is a burden, and that you need to start lightening the load a little bit. And then that will free up space for you to take that energy then that was spent on the 10 wands. Now you just have 5 wands, and take the other energy and put it towards the business. And that will allow you to thrive and be successful. The 7 of Pentacles is here for you. And this is all about work. You're literally taking stock and everything that is leading up to where you are right now. This is you at a crossroads. And that is exactly what it says. You will I definitely see you being successful in these cards, and it's in the energy, but you really have to take stock in and look at everything that you've done to this point, and is it worth it? This is tying into this 10 of Wands. You need to release some things. And when you do that, oh my God, this is just going to come rolling in. You are going to be so happy. You're following your heart. You're doing what you're meant to do. It's coming from your heart. It's coming from your inner child. It's beautiful, but you just have to maneuver a few things. So thank you, Zach, for your question. All right. So the next question is from Denise. And I am going to just double check really quick. I'm going to refresh the screen, and this will be the last question. And then I'm going to do, time me out. And then it will, I'll do a group reading for everybody. Okay, so this is the last question. I just want to let everybody know this is final call, unless there's a super chat that I missed. Is there a super chat that I missed? And let me see. Sorry, let me go back to this. Okay, so this is from Denise, and she says, will I find love in the next few months? Okay, let's go ahead. Thank you, Lisa. All right, so Will I find love in the next 6 months, Denise? All right, let's get some cards for you. And then I'm going to do a pull for the collective, and I'm going to go ahead and see who the lucky winner is for Tarot Tuesday. Who gets a free 30-minute reading? All right, and I love it. I think it's so much fun. Hi, Wendy. Nice to see you. Hi, Brady. All right, here we go. Oh my God, I love this. First card out, 10 of Cups. Will you find love in the next few months? Yes. 4 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Okay, we've got a mixture of energy. Let me show you. 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. And I love this for you. So this is you. Yes, you will absolutely find a happy, joyful family. This is wonderful. And what I like about this for you is that it's just a matter of you being in the right mindset. You will definitely find it, but I feel that there might be some things that are really frustrating to you right now. And if that is the case, this is about you getting out of that funk, basically. This is about you really tapping into your own personal energy and seeing how you can overcome that and staying in a positive vibration. And I know for some people, it's easier said than done, like I'm able to say it, but now you have to actually do it and instill that in yourself. And it might not be easy. Maybe there's something that you're going through. Maybe it's a grieving process. Maybe something didn't work out for you and you're frustrated, and that puts you in a bit of a funk. And when you're in that funk, it causes you to miss this gift and blessing from the universe, which is you finding love. That is your gift and blessing that's coming in, as far as I'm concerned, from what I see in the cards. It's love that's coming in for you. Cups are your emotions. It's your intuition. It's tapping into your heart. And if you're blocking it for some reason, you're going to miss something that's being presented to you. In fact, if you have like you're like, usually he's kind of got his arms folded, but it's like, if you're blocking your heart, or if you're in a foul mood, you're going to be repelling someone that's positive, upbeat, and looking for love. That's not the kind of person they want to be with. And it could just be that you're having that one moment, right? But that happens to be the moment they see you. So you will kind of have to be on your best behavior when you're putting yourself out there. What I do have also, the third card is the 2 of Wands. And this is really talking about you pulling something big in. I really feel that you've got the world in your hand. You've got your hand on a wand. And this is really allowing you to look toward the future, to see what it is that you want, to see what it is that you want to create. You're clarifying your intention to the universe. What is it that you want? And then you're going to put it out there. But you really need to get it clear in your head what you want. And I think that you're in the process of doing that. You know what you want, what you don't want, but I feel like you're also pretty flexible, which is good, right? I think that you're flexible, but you will absolutely find love. Just please make sure you're in the right vibration so that way you see it. All right, I love it. Okay, so that being said, thank you, Denise. All right, everybody. Now I am going to do a pull for the collective. I am going to go ahead and pull the energy for everyone that's here, for everyone that watches in the replay, whether it's in a week, 5 years from now, it doesn't matter. Wherever this finds you and whenever this finds you, this was meant for you, your reading. All right. So let's get some cards for the collective. Okay. Here we go. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Empress. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 6 of Wands. Oh my God. I love this for everybody. Let me show you. I pull 4 for the collective. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress. We have the 9 of Cups, which is the wishing card. And we have the 6 of Wands. This is victory and success after struggle. So I love this for everybody. Let me show you why. This is just a beautiful energy coming in. I mean, look at the richness and the colors on these cards. This is about everybody taking the time. This is the Knight of Pentacles. But in this deck, this is about you taking your time to smell the roses, really enjoying life, slowing down, taking the time to look at all these minute details. It might even feel like you're plodding along, but this is how you're enjoying the beauty of the world. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to enjoy the beauty in the world. She's looking at the crystals, right? She's just plodding along, enjoying it. Maybe next time there's going to be a mushroom in the forest and just enjoying it. It's taking that one foot in front of the other and just enjoying the beauty in life. Then we have the Empress. Oh my God. Okay, so the Empress, if you're new to tarot, this is all 4 queens put together into the Empress. This is about you really tapping into that heart space, using your intuition, using this loving, nurturing energy, and you are attracting this beautiful abundance. So this doesn't matter if you're male or female, this is that beautiful energy that you have. I mean, this is, I have to say, I've met a lot of men that have this energy and it's beautiful. So I want to make sure I say that because the way the cards are, they're male and they're female, they're young, middle-aged, they're older, everything just represents something. But this is that beautiful, loving, nurturing energy. And this just attracts abundance. It's dripping in abundance and prosperity and love and intuition and this wonderful intelligence in the world. And this is what's coming in for you. It's to be able to experience this. And as we're going into Yule season, we're going into this beautiful season. It's about you enjoying the beauty of this season. And I know down in Australia, it's a little different right now, but this is you enjoying this season. So this is going to be enjoying handmade foods, enjoying gifts from family members or friends, things that are maybe more handmade than commercially bought. But it's a different kind of loving, vibrating energy. Doesn't matter if it's store-bought too, but it just has that special feel to get back to that where you have someone's taken the time. Maybe they've made you a necklace. Maybe they've made you a bracelet. Maybe they've made you cookies. Maybe they've made you a beautiful meal. Maybe it's something special. Maybe they actually made you a really nice sweater. I mean, whatever it is, it's something that came from the heart. And it's something that's unique. So I think that is something that's coming in. And then we have the 9 of Cups. And this is really talking about this wish fulfillment. So it's about getting your wishes in order and really putting your wishes out into the universe. So this is telling me to go back to a time before any type of bitterness or cynicism touched your heart and open that heart space up and get in touch with what it is that you want to create, what you want in this world. And when you do that, that opens you up to this card. And this card is about you putting it out into the universe. And this will allow you to be emotionally satisfied with what it is that you're bringing in. And this is really beautiful. But this is your wish fulfillment. Put your wish out into the universe. Talk it out loud. Write it down. Yell it. Do whatever. But put it out into the universe and see what happens. Start trying to create and manifest. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have success and victory, pride and a job well done. And that's what this card is representing. He birthed this dragon from an egg. And they all know, they're his friends, they're his colleagues, how much time, effort, energy, love went into this. And they might even have done it themselves. And they are patting him on the back. Nobody here is jealous, okay? That's when you found your tribe. When nobody here is jealous, they're patting you on the back and they're there to support you. And that's what's happening here. This is pride and a job well done. Victory and success after struggle. He struggled to birth this egg. This is a struggle. I love it. So if anybody is out there struggling, you're going to have victory and success after struggle. It's just something you have to go through. It's like a type of life lesson that we all go through. Wow, collective, that is what I have for you for this week. Now I am going to go ahead and pull somebody's name out of here, and you'll get a free 30-minute reading with me. You've got 30 days to use it or lose it. If you don't use it, there's nothing I can do. That's on you. It's personal responsibility. All right. Here we go. So I have a name. This is going to be Sonia. Okay, Sonia, you win. I love it. Okay, so you have 30 days to use it or lose it. And you were PayPal, so I can go ahead and use the email on the PayPal and I will reach out to you. You can also reach out to me via my website in the contact form, and then we can go ahead and set something up. Oh my God, how exciting. This will be a lot of fun. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. And just to end tonight's show, what else do I want to tell you? Just a reminder, every Tarot Tuesday, I go live every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. And my channel has changed. It's ancientoakpsychicarts.com. If you would like to enter into the free drawing on that site, sign up for the newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. And I do a drawing. The next one is January 1st and then February 1st for a free 30-minute reading. Why do I do free 30-minute readings? Because I believe in giving back. And that is something that I have a skill and talent for. And I feel that I offer that to people. And if you win it, that you are being divinely blessed. And I'm not saying that out of arrogance. I'm just saying that that is part of the destiny. And if you win it, that meant that the universe feels that you need to hear something. So a message will be coming to you. So that is why I do it, because I think some people, maybe they can't afford it. Maybe for whatever reason, I give back. That's my philosophy. That's what I do. So here we go. I love it. And I will always do it no matter what. Okay, so there's that. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, or a missing person consultation, the link is in the description below. It'll take you to ancientoakpsychicarts.com. And the fall, the fall online tarot masterclass is sold out. The spring online tarot masterclass, sorry, I have both on here. The registration is now open. Space is limited. If you are interested, please don't hesitate to sign up and reach out to me if you have any questions. And I can go ahead and resolve that for you. The spring dates are March 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, 4 consecutive Sundays. The information is on the website. You can also check out my videos on YouTube and Rumble, where I read for all signs, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign. You can check out my videos. People are not watching Rumble. I'm actually tempted to just close it down because no one's really going to my Rumble and signing up. Everybody's on YouTube. I love YouTube myself. I actually prefer it. But I'm tempted to just shut it down because no one's really signing up over there. So if you do watch Rumble, go ahead and like I said, the link is in the description below. Go ahead and follow me over there, because if something ever happens to my YouTube channel, at least I have the Rumble. You can also check out interviews I've done with Dr. Hannah Roberts on the GLP-1 drug, and Jerry Marzinski, where we talk about demonic possession. It is real. I have seen it with my own eyes. I've seen shapeshifters, I've seen jinn, and I've seen demonic entities. I absolutely believe it's real. I've also seen aliens, and I know that sounds weird to people, but I have, and it's there. That's part of being a psychic. There's some weird stuff out there, and it's very real. And then, of course, like I said, Tarot Tuesday. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment if this resonates with you, if you feel so moved. And thank you, everyone. I will see you next Tarot Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sending you love and blessings. Bye for now. Thank you, everyone.